Okay, ignore that hanging down. That was a few months ago. I tried putting that wire up there by myself on a ladder, and I just can't do that by myself, so I got to tear that down and get somebody to help me with the top part. But I did get this bottom part done on this side, and I don't know how many zip ties they used. It don't look pretty, but it's functional. I got it tucked down, so I still got to stretch this part out. I just got tired. I mowed all this grass back here and everything. Cleaned stuff up. I cleaned out the coop and started on this. Had to unroll it, stretch it, then put it up there. And so anyways, I just got this loose zip tie just to help hold it up for me. And then it just makes it to this corner. So I was hoping to get the girls out here today, but I didn't. It's getting really windy. I think there's supposed to be some high winds or something coming through, but so I just got to finish this, and then this row here, we'll take it over the door here and down through there. So this weekend, I should be able to let the girls out. I just want to make sure this is all tucked in. Try to do this by yourself. I was doing so good. Have you ever started stuff with zip ties, and all of a sudden, the longer it takes, the further apart they get? But I just did a few of them to help hold the top up, and then I went along the bottom and did real close and pull on it. And then I just filled in the middle pieces. And like I said, it's not pretty, but it'll work. And then the shorter width one I can take around the top part, but that definitely can wait. I don't have the energy for that. You know, you just can't find anybody that wants to work nowadays. You ever find that to be true? You're willing to pay them, and you can't get them over here. So yeah, I should be able to finish this weekend. I was off today, so once I get this side finished and get this on there, then all I have to do is get these blocks moved. So I drug that thing out and stop at Home Depot and get me several more square pieces of concrete like that, so I can finish the step up there, and then they'll be ready to come out here, and I'll have the water on hopefully this weekend. I just ran out of energy. I am pooped. So, and I do want to make sure I have this treated. Some of this hay straw's been here since last year. I just want to make sure there's nothing in it, and that there's been no chickens here for a long time, for a while anyways. So there shouldn't be, you know, I didn't see like no mites or nothing like that because there's been no animals out here. But I still want to treat it really good with DE. Pack it down really, you know, put it on here pretty good, and then come in here and weed eat again. I'll probably put some fresh straw down. Just because if it rains, it gets wet, or at least give them something to step on. Even though straw is not the best thing, it's not absorbent. I don't know, I might go back to the shavings, but you just scatter the straw a little bit further than you can the shavings, but it's good and bad in both. So anyways, I got all that stuff done, and I got the tarps taken down. I was going to hang one up, but I decided to wait. I don't really want to cut the wind off of the girls if they come out here, but what I'll probably do is start the tarp about a foot up so that they still get that bottom breeze underneath it for when it gets hot out. So I think I'm pretty good to go. What are you doing, George? So I'm going to go sit down for a while. I may or may not come out here and do a little bit more. I really don't know if I got the energy to stretch that fence. It actually took me, oh gosh, an hour and a half or more just to do that one side, because I had to roll out the chicken wire and try to get it as straight as I could, you know. And then I had to tack it up a little piece at a time, pulling on it. It was so heavy. at least for me, because my arms don't work that good. And once I got it tacked up there all the way around, then I went back. So it just took me time, and I must have used, I don't know how many zip ties, but that's okay. You know, it don't have to be pretty, it just needs to be functional. So I wish I had clear zip ties. I don't know if they do or not, but that's okay. And these ones are just the ones that are used to tack it up. So that's why I didn't even cut them. They're not pulled tight or nothing. That's just to help give me support to hold that up while I stretch out this bottom. And this bottom I'm just going to tuck down like that and just make sure it's tied real tight at the bottom there. So I think my goal is to have it done by this weekend, the best I can. And what I'm going to do, because we're going to have to take this section out to bring dirt in if I ever get any. So what I think I'll do is I'll stop the fencing here, and I'll go ahead and put it on this section, but I won't, you know, just keep rolling it on one because I have to take this off. And I'll just put some excess on this side so I can flap it over once we get it put back up there. But it may be a few weeks yet before I get some dirt brought in, so I'm just going to do what I can just to get the girls out here. They're big enough to come out here. Like I said, there's just a few little holes underneath, like down there and stuff. They can crawl out, so I just want to make sure. You think they wouldn't crawl out, but you'd be surprised. So that's just where the water came off the roof and created that gully there, and then the chickens kept digging and just created that hole underneath there in some spots. So that's, you know, another reason why I want to bring dirt in. And then also maybe that, you know, the chicken wire going down like that might help hold some of it in. But once I do bring dirt in, if I build it up so high, I may get some bricks or something and just line around the outside of it there just to help hold it in. I need to fill all these ditches up, so my old bones can't take this no more. So I'm gonna take a break. My knees ain't gonna last much longer, and then I'll finish this by the weekend. Even if I only do 5 feet at a time, it'll get done. I wanted to do the back part first anyways, in this part, because I have a feeling once I get down here, I just don't want to go, just don't want nothing to do with it no more. So that's where I'm at on that, and girls are doing good. They can definitely go through some weeds. I take in like 4 or 5 times. I take them in a handful. So, and then I've already pressure washed this once, but I might run it over again because it's been since last year that I did it. So, trying to think of what I can do with this. I mean, it's still good. So, what I might do though, nah, I'm going to stick with the concrete. Last longer. I'm going to do the same thing in the back door. But this is going to come out all the way square. And then I'll stack those for 2 steps up. Do the same in the back door. I think that'll work better. Then I still got to get the hard wire. I got about 4 or 5 rolls, which ain't very long anyways. Which will take me part way around. And I may be able to, I don't know, still trying to find somebody that wants to work. You know, a couple hours a day here and there. I guess I don't need gas money. But yeah, I see here, you can tell where the front part is sinking in where it gets really wet. So I'm thinking if I put the concrete blocks there, that'll help a lot. And then I can just get my hard wire cloth and just go all the way around. I've been putting weed killer around here. I just did some more today. Trying to get it ready, so I'll weed eat it again. And just kind of go from there. So, think I'll bring this out about the same size as that other one. I cleaned up my shavings. I was sweeping out the door from the girls in there because they want to hurry up and follow me out, so I got to hurry. And usually when they're older hens and they're out doing their thing, free ranging, you know, I leave the door open, and then that way I can clean it out better. And usually I put this in my wagon and take it off somewhere, but that's fine because it gets wet and muddy there anyway, so I'll just leave it there. Okay, I think that's it. I'll just leave that there for now. I'll do that some other time. And I can't wait till I get the fencing part at least halfway done, and halfway done means I still got to take it around the top part because the wild birds can still get in through these. And that's what I'm trying to avoid, is trying to keep the wild animals, the wild birds and stuff, out of here because of the, you know, the mites and the diseases and stuff they can bring to your chickens and whatever. So, and then they go pooping in here and everything else, you know, along with your chickens. So I'm trying to predator proof this a little bit more, whether predator is the wild birds or whatever, and try to make sure I get the hardware cloth, I keep forgetting what you call it, get it out further, going out around the coop. Try to keep, you know, the snakes and field mice and stuff from coming in here, but I don't think you ever prevent all of them because we got too much stuff around here. We got the barns and everything. I got all the back pasture, so you can't get rid of all of them. I haven't seen any yet, but then again, this is the first time I've put chickens back in here, so in almost a year. So whatever was here is gone. I'm just hoping they don't come back. But I gotta take my drill in the house, and I got their water out here, so that's it for me. I'm done. I still got a lot to go. Do a little bit each time. And I got the kennels moved and the grass mowed underneath them. I still got to pull the tops off and get those cleaned up because they've been out in the weather for, well, they've been out in the weather here for going on 3 years. But they don't rust. Well, I do move them around a lot too, though. But the tops of them get, you know, kind of weathered and stuff. So they're not, I need to, this one ripped where it got, a year or two ago, I had these out and the wind got so bad it flipped this one on top of that one and it ripped a hole in it. But these are for outside. That's totally fine. I'll put some of that tough tape on it or something. Okay. Your dog's panning out. It's hot, huh? Got hot out this afternoon. Okay. That's it.